We're exploring a journey through motherhood, trauma, and the realization that loving your children with everything you have might not be everything they actually need.
I spent my life thinking that if I worked 2 or 3 jobs and provided a safe home, I was doing it right. But I finally realized this wasn't about proving I was a good mother. It was about understanding what kind of mother my children actually experienced.
You talk a lot about your own childhood trauma, leaving home at 13 and being a mother yourself by 16. How did that survival instinct shape the way you parented?
It made me the woman who always said, I got it. Whether it was bills, school events, or extra plates at the table, I was the fixer. I thought being indispensable was how you showed love, but looking back, I think I made it so they had to need me.
And then they grew up and stopped needing you, which is the goal, right? But for you, that independence felt like a disappearance.
Exactly. I wasn't prepared for the silence. I have seen my son maybe 4 times in 15 years. In my head, we were inseparable, but somewhere between the basketball games and his adulthood, we lost each other.
There's a heartbreaking moment in your book about a hotel stay where a declined credit card became this massive wall between you two.
He was the manager, and I didn't know there was a bank issue. He told me, you don't do that at my hotel. It hurt because he saw me as a problem customer, not his mama. We never even discussed it. It just became another layer of silence.
You also explore the boundaries with your daughter, especially during her time in an abusive relationship. You admit you were a control freak then.
I was terrified. When I'm scared for someone I love, I don't back away. I move closer. She told me to stop talking to him, and I wouldn't. I thought I was protecting her, but she experienced it as me taking away her power.
You use a phrase that really sticks. Love was never a pie to me. What did you mean by that?
I had bonus children, strays I took in because I knew what it was like to be a kid without a safe place. To me, giving love to 10 kids didn't mean there was less for my own, but my daughter felt displaced. She needed a place that belonged only to her.
It seems the core of your journey now is shifting from wanting to be needed to simply wanting to be wanted.
That's the hardest lesson. I don't need them to call me because they have a crisis or need a bill paid. I want the ordinary. I want a phone call that starts with, hey, Ma, what are you doing?
You finally concluded that the parent's manual doesn't exist when you start. You have to write it as you go, through the mistakes.
Yes, and I'm writing the pages I wish someone had given me. Like page 21, listen before you defend. When a child says, that hurt me, your first response shouldn't be a list of your sacrifices.
Does that mean you regret the choices you made to protect them?
Not the intention. I'd protect them again every damn time, but I can acknowledge that my protection had a price. My son lost the chance to know his biological father before he died, and I have to own my decision while safe still caused pain.
It takes a lot of courage to hold both those truths at once, that you did your best and they still got hurt.
It's messy. Healing is realizing that understanding their experience doesn't require me to erase mine. We both get to have a story at the table.
You end with a beautiful metaphor about the porch light.
I'll always leave the porch light on. It's an invitation, not a sentence. I'm not standing at the window anymore, hurting myself, waiting. I'm living my life, but the door is always unlocked if they want to find their way back.
And if they do walk through that door, what's the first thing you'll say?
I'll say, tell me what it was like being my child, and then I'll just shut up and listen. I don't need to win an argument. I just want to finally get to know them as adults, and I want to say thank you for having me. And everyone go get my book, Where Do We Order the Parents Manual, on Amazon.com.